Ah yes, YouTube, the place which has influenced me to buy so many different JRPGs, whether this is from reviews or lists. This platform has certainly sold me a good few games. So yes, with this in mind, we're going to look at 9 JRPGs I played because of YouTube. Now before we get cracking on, John aka Chicken Fillets here. If you like JRPGs, knowing the JRPGs I played because of YouTube, and liking a wee Scottish guy talk about it, well please consider subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, let's have a look. Persona 4 Golden, the remaster of the PS2 JRPG classic from Atlus, which has had more ports recently to PlayStation, Xbox and PC. In this JRPG from Atlus, we follow our protagonist, a high schooler who has transferred from the big city to the rural town of Inaba, and from there, him and his companions will look to solve the mystery of the murders which are happening around this small town. Not only will you be building your social links between your protagonist and his companions, going to school, etc., you'll also be dungeon crawling in the TV world. Now in Persona 4 Golden, you'll be taking down these shadows with the power of Persona in turn-based combat, and you'll be exploiting the weakness of the enemy to make battles quick and easy. So yes, Persona 4 Golden was influenced because of YouTube. Now, the story behind this is when I was getting back into my JRPGs, I got myself a PS Vita. Now from there, I uploaded my Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, or Final Fantasy IX, but I wanted more. And I was seeing Persona 4 Golden on Watch Mojo lists. Yes, I've mentioned this before on this channel. It was Watch Mojo which influenced me to buy Persona 4 Golden. It was always rated highly and was always #1 in these lists of PS Vita games you need to play, JRPGs that you need to play. I had never heard of Persona at this time. And seeing so many glowing reviews about this game, I just had to get my hands on it. Now, just to show you how key and instrumental that video was, Persona 4 Golden is in my top 5 JRPGs of all time. Hell, it's even in my top 5 games of all time. It is that damn good. It was the first time where I played a JRPG to its full, clocked in about 100 to 120 hours, and then instantly replayed that game because it was just so damn good. Everything about this game, from the combat, the story, the characters, the music, Persona 4 Golden is the full package. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, the Erabonia arc in the long-standing Legend of Heroes Trails of series. This is available on PS3, PS Vita, PS4 and PC. Now in this JRPG from Falcom, we follow our protagonist Rien Schwarzer and his companions of Class 7 in Thor's military academy. Not only will we witness Class 7 tackle school life, but we will also see them take on a full-on conflict. The game sports turn-based combat where you'll be able to move your characters around the battlefield and strategically place them to get the best advantage in battle. So yes, I will have to repeat myself similarly to the previous entry because once again it was Watch Mojo which influenced me to play Trails of Cold Steel. Now, Trails of Cold Steel is my first Trails of game. It was the entry point for me. Let's not talk about which part of Trails you should really be starting, because that is a whole other thing. But I remember seeing this game on these lists. I thought the combat looked fantastic. I was after another JRPG which was not Final Fantasy. I was just hot off the heels of Persona 4 Golden, and I made sure to get this physically for the PS Vita. Now, if you have played Trails of Cold Steel, you'll understand how much you appreciate the story, the characters, and also that ending. Oh my, that ending is fantastic, and it left it on a massive cliffhanger, and it made me go out and buy Trails of Cold Steel 2 straight away. Again, with this title, story is amazing, characters you fall in love with, the combat is so much fun, but what stands out to me and most Falcom games is the soundtrack. The soundtrack with this title is just amazing. You've got rocky soundtracks, you've got operatic soundtracks as well. It's just so damn good. I love talking about Trails of Cold Steel. Chained Echoes, the epic indie JRPG, which is available on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Now, as per the bio, Chained Echoes is a story-driven JRPG where a group of heroes travel around the vast continent of Valandis to bring an end to the war between its three kingdoms. Now, Chained Echoes has a fantastic and unique turn-based combat system. With this, you want to be planning your attacks to maximize your damage output. Now, I played this gorgeous pixel art JRPG because of two people on YouTube. They are great friends of the channel, and it is Luca from Fieto Gaming and Eric Ladd.
What's up everyone, I'm Luca and I haven't touched my PP in a very long time.
Dude, it's PSP, not PP. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, my remembering of being influenced by these two with Luca from Fieto Gaming, his review and his praise of Chained Echoes was starting to swing it for picking up this epic JRPG. Now, when Eric Ladd was playing this, he was streaming on Twitch with this game. Now, I always remember this because during his playthrough of this game, Deg13, the publisher of Chained Echoes, appeared in the chat and started talking to Eric about the game, and it was really quite something to see. Now, I will put my hands up and say that, yes, I'm not fully complete this game, and the reason for it is I got stuck with a boss battle, and it doesn't matter how many times I went back to it, I just kept on getting my ass handed to me. But this game is something special, and I have been thinking about going back to it recently. What is really special about this game though is its unique turn-based combat system. It keeps you fully engaged in battle because, let's be fair, there are some JRPGs with turn-based combat where you don't really need to pay attention, you could just hit A to win. Wait, that's Pokemon. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, it really fully keeps your attention. I really appreciate it. I've not seen any other JRPG do this.
PP.
Atelier Sophie 2, The Alchemist of the Mysterious Dream. What an absolute title. And this game is available for PC, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4. Now, as per the bio, this is a story about one of the adventures of Sophie, the alchemist, had after she left her hometown. It is centered around Sophie's quest of searching for Plachta. I am going to pronounce everything wrong here. I'm reading this as I'm going along, and man, I'm losing the will here. Now, this Atelier title from Gust, with its gorgeous cel-shaded graphics, has turn-based combat, and you'll also be crafting many potions in this game as well. So how was I influenced by YouTube to play this game? Well, I'll tell you how, and this was because of one of my own videos and one of the collaborators on it. Now, on this channel, I often have collaboration videos with other YouTube content creators, and this time one of the content creators was TKN, or the Kiseki Nut, and his entry was Atelier Sophie 2. Now, generally when you're editing videos, you'll be going over stuff over and over and over again, and this was the case for this entry. However, because of this, the battle music was used as the theme in the background, and I really was digging the battle theme. And then listening over and over again to TKN's story about Atelier Sophie 2, why he enjoys it, etc., why you should play it, well, he sold the game to me. And the fun fact with this is I managed to get this game for free. There's a website I've mentioned before in this channel known as this Game Collection. If you buy games from them, you build up points, blah, blah, blah. And I had so many free points that I got this game completely for free for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I have played just a little bit of this game on the Nintendo Switch, but I was really enjoying it. I thought that the graphical design of this game is amazing. I love cel-shaded graphics. Now, I really need to get back to this game. If you do follow the channel, you'll know my history with Atelier games, starting them and then never finishing them. I really need to get myself sorted, don't I? Sakura Wars, the Sega JRPG, which is available only on PlayStation 4. Now, as per the bio, the stage is set in a steampunk version of 1940s Imperial Tokyo. Only a short while ago, the cataclysmic event destroyed the Imperial Combat Review of Tokyo, the capital's global defense force stationed at the Imperial Theatre. Now home to the Flower Division, inept rookie squad, who also thrives to impart hope on the citizenry with their theoretical talents.
I mean, at least I tried.
This game is a mixture of action-based combat and has visual novel aspects to it as well. And once again, it has got gorgeous animations and cel-shaded graphics. So, who influenced me to buy this JRPG? Well, it was none other than friend of the channel, Taylor from the Gaming Shelf. Now, he often touts this game to be a hidden gem, and it was a review that he did of this game which pushed me to finally pick up this JRPG. I do like Sakura Wars. I think it's an awesome game. The thing which really sucks is that this is still stuck on the PlayStation 4. This game has not been ported to any other system, not even PC. And it's just unbelievable because this is truly a hidden gem. Or underrated classic, you pick the terminology. This is a game which should be experienced by everyone, and honestly, Sega are just leaving money on the table, aren't they? Sea of Stars, the indie JRPG from Sabotage Studios, which is available on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Now in this, we will be following our protagonists, the Solstice Warriors, as they are on their quest to defeat notorious monsters known as the Dwellers. This gorgeous pixel art JRPG, which was influenced by the classics like Chrono Trigger, sports, turn-based combat, which is a blast to play. So who influenced this pick on this list? Well, it was Germany's premium all-star Star Ocean 5 enthusiast, Luca from Fieto Gaming once again.
My PP.
Fieto Gaming, being the hub of everything indie gaming, put out a review of Sea of Stars, which sold me on this game. Now, it did obviously take me a while to pick up this game because I was waiting for the port to come to Nintendo Switch, but when I saw that game physical, I picked it up straight away and I lapped up every second of Sea of Stars. It was one of my favorite games of 2024, game that I actually played. I know it came out earlier than that, but that's when I played it. I've spoke about Sea of Stars in this channel a lot, but one thing I always bring up is the excellent soundtrack from Eric W. Brown. It is one of the best gaming soundtracks I've heard in a long time. The battle music is fantastic. Everything about Sea of Stars is just amazing. If you've not played it, go out, pick it up physically, or download it and get it played. Hello, John, aka Chicken Phillips here, president of the Harvestella fan club. And yes, you have guessed it, this next entry is Harvestella. the 12,000th time that Harvestella has featured on the Chicken Fillets channel. Please enjoy. Yes, it's Harvestella once again, which is available on Nintendo Switch and PC. We will be following our protagonists as they look to find out the reasoning behind quietus. Quietus, a phenomenon which wipes out all the crops within the world. Now, in this JRPG from Square Enix, you will be using action-based combat to defeat the enemy. So whose fault is it that I talk about Harvestella so much? Because if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I overdo it with this game. But anyway, it was two different channels, two different people, friends of the channels. First of all was Paige, aka Femme Trooper, who did a fantastic review about Harvestella and really sold me on it, and Brandon from Just the Gems. Now, both of them highlighted that the game was really sold wrong, and I agree with them because this is not a farming sim, it is a action JRPG with light farming elements, yes, but it's also got sci-fi in there. Now, I love myself a sci-fi story, and Square Enix did this game the dirty, honestly, because it was sold as a farming sim game. That anything but, yeah, we know there's some farming elements there, we know this, but the game is just so good. I love everything about it, the aesthetics of the game, the story is something which really took me by surprise, and that's what really makes me talk about this game so much, is that story. It really left an impact for me, and if you've not played it, I highly recommend that you do so. Super Mario RPG, specifically the remake, which is available on Nintendo Switch. Now in this, we will be following our favourite plumber Mario as he looks to save the world from not Bowser, but Smithy and the gang. The remake of the classic SNES title sports turn-based combat that you'll get your teeth really stuck into. So who influenced me this time to buy this game, Super Mario RPG? Well, to be honest with you, it's pretty much just YouTube, because nearly everyone on YouTube loved this game. Now, in the UK, we didn't get Super Mario RPG on the SNES. It was a US or NTCS, whatever the saying is. We didn't have it in the UK. So when you saw this game being added onto lists of, games that you need to play before you die, or I know it's a bit dramatic, but it was always showing on these lists of JRPGs you have to play. And then when you know it, Nintendo out of nowhere announces Super Mario RPG Remake, and I finally get a chance to play this epic, amazing, super duper... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of this one. Sorry. Yeah, I was the victim of the hype train with this one. I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's just fine. It's a good game. It is a great game if you're a beginner for JRPGs. I think the thing with this is this game sells on nostalgia. Now, I had no nostalgia for this game, so when I played it, it was just fine. It was a good JRPG. There was nothing offensive about it. It was just fine. I just didn't get the hype. I know, I'm sorry. Fate Samurai Remnant, which is available on PC, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation. Now, as per the bio, the battle over the waxing moon, which could grant any and all wishes, the waxing moon ritual. The 7 individuals seeking their wish, or masters, are the bearers of the ritual. The 7 heroic spirits, or servants, are summoned to this world by their masters. The curtain rises on the battle between the 7 masters with their 7 servants. Traverse the city of Edo and become victorious in the waxing moon ritual. Fight, explore, converse. Many elements are deeply intertwined in this action JRPG. So yes, you've gathered that this is an action JRPG. Now, the way I like to describe the combat is it's basically Dynasty Warriors combat. You're able to take on waves upon waves of enemies. So who influenced me to play Fate Samurai Remnant? And it's an easy answer. It is you, the subscriber. Now you might be thinking, what? I didn't do anything. What are you on about? Let me explain. So I started creating content for YouTube nearly 3 years ago. This will be my 3rd year doing it. And I never thought that I would be able to get games to review or request keys for it. So Fate Samurai Remnant holds a special place for me because this was the first game that I received a review code for. And honestly, it just felt like a massive win. All the hard work that I put into this channel at that point felt like it was paying off. And think about this as well, right? When I applied for a review code from Koei Tecmo, someone at Koei Tecmo saw my application and said, this channel is called Chicken Fillets. Koei Tecmo gave a channel called Chicken Fillets a review code. I'll never get that out of my head. This is a fantastic action JRPG. I really enjoyed it to the point where I got the review code for the PlayStation 5, but I went out and bought a physical copy for the Nintendo Switch. If you've not played this one, I highly recommend it. You'll be in for an utter blast. So there we have it, 9 JRPGs I played because of YouTube. What JRPGs have you been influenced to get because of YouTube? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you like what you're hearing and seeing on this channel, please help me grow it by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillets, you know what to do. Hit that notification bell. This has been John, aka Chicken Fillets, and until next time, tatty bye.